Back with us now, the ranking member of House Budget. We love having him on. He's a straight shooter. He's Congressman Jason Smith. Congressman, thank you so much for joining us. It's good to see you.
Good to see you, Liz.
Why do the Democrats want a more powerful IRS to audit people? I mean, the government took in $4.1 trillion already this year. That's up 30%. Half of that is individual income taxes. So what are they doing?
Liz, it's all about more command and control over the lives of all Americans. And in fact, the $80 billion that's in this horrible spending bill that's being voted on in Congress tomorrow is going to hire 87,000 new IRS agents. And who are they going to target? They're going to target working class families. It's projected that families who make less than $75,000 a year, they're going to see an additional 700,000 families that will be audited underneath this. You're talking about they're spending 14 times more of this $80 billion for enforcement rather than customer service. I think people want customer service out of the IRS. They don't want them to come in and look underneath every couch cushion to see if they're hiding a couple pennies.
Yeah, and Senator John Kennedy, along with you, he's been outraged about this. Let's listen to Senator Kennedy. Watch.
Well, with respect to the IRS, the purpose of the IRS provision in Senator Biden and Senator Manchin's inflation machine bill is to raise money. It's just plain and simple. They're going to unleash the IRS on the American people to raise money. Now, President Biden, of course, says, well, we're only going to unleash the IRS on the wealthy. With respect, if he believes that, he also believes in the Tooth Fairy, the Easter Bunny, and that Jimmy Hoffa died of natural causes. I just don't believe that.
So he doesn't believe it. Why doesn't he believe it?
You know, I always appreciate how Senator Kennedy uses his words, and he's exactly right. I don't believe it. They are putting $80 billion to the IRS with the expectation that they're going to bring in $200 billion. The only reason why you would bring in $200 billion is because you're finding more money from taxpayers by having a more aggressive audits. Numerous more audits, and that's in fact what they're going to do. So Senator Kennedy is dead on. It's all about targeting hard-working Americans.
We've got news coming in. By the way, the rich, the wealthy, they can afford accountants and tax lawyers. The middle class and lower income can't. So they're left vulnerable. I mean, Senate Democrats consistently rejected GOP amendments to stop the IRS from targeting people making less than $400K a year. And now this news coming in, Treasury Secretary Yellen, she's saying she's going to direct the IRS not to use new funding to audit those lower income and middle class taxpayers. How strong is that?
They're having the fear of reality. People are starting to figure out what's in this 700-page bill that they're trying to push through Congress without the American people knowing about it, and there's a lot of pushback. Americans do not want the IRS to be doubled. They do not want 87,000 more agents. So yesterday, in the Rules Committee hearing that we were in for over 3 hours, the Democrats were trying to justify how this is about customer service and not enforcement. And in fact, only 4% of the $80 billion is to customer service.
So what do they want all the money for? Is it to justify their nearly $370 billion in climate spending? And on what? Those, you know what I mean? Where's all that money going?
Yeah, that's a great question. You have Obama's appointed IRS commissioner say that at the most you need $25 million. So
Billion,
Biden's
right? Yeah.
asking for, $25 billion. So Biden's asking for 3 times that amount. You're looking at this spending bill of $745 billion. More than $400 billion of this spending bill goes towards implementing the Green New Deal. $1.5 billion is to plant trees. I mean, the wasteful projects that's in it and how it's rewarding wealthy environmentalists is absurd. This bill says the word environment and green 7 times of what they address inflation. And this is not an Inflation Reduction Act. This is an Inflation Expansion Act.
Congressman Smith, thanks for joining us. Good to see you.